terribly worried about this, as much as we all have good intentions. I haven't even seen a draft. How am I supposed to, over a weekend, get expert advice on this when you've given it 5 days? Oh, it's been tabled, thank you. It must be so good. One dropped off at my office, didn't even do that. There is a real issue here, and like through the chair, like Senator Hanson-Young said, this is going to happen before Christmas. Seriously, you've had 2.5 years. We've known social media's been a big problem for a long time, and you really want to move this through this quickly? I really need to have expert advice on this over the weekend and a little bit further, because quite frankly, how do you expect people to respond in 5 days? This bill, no doubt, could be made better if we had more time to get it right. What I don't want to do here is make you two look like, oh great, this is all about helping those under 16, you know, so we can do something about the abuse that's going online, so young kids stop taking their lives when the bill isn't done properly. How is this supposed to be effective to helping those kids under 16? How? You can't be serious. Honestly, I would rather take a few more months and get this right and make sure this bill is correct and actually works. Because let's be honest here, you're throwing it back on the mums and dads. What about these social media people? What about these platforms? What are they playing in this? What are they doing? Bit too scared to take them on? Bit too scared because if they go at you in an election? Lack of courage in this place once again for the sake of our kids. And by the way, if you think one move is going to fix this, you are delusional. It's called social intelligence. And until you start teaching it to the next generation so they learn and have the courage to say no, have the courage to know what the right thing in life is to do, it's really not going to change. So you want to hit one thing, but you don't want to put in other bits and pieces. How about we look at this social intelligence and running it through the curriculum for kids that are at 5 or 6 years of age? All right, how about you do that? How about you look at these boot camps where you don't want to even speak about that, because goodness me, you might get a bit of slapback before an election, because once again, you don't have the courage to say your kids can go and do a boot camp for 10 days and we'll get them off these damn screens, because that's how it works. So if you think one move is going to work, you are absolutely delusional. Go and see what the Scandinavian countries are doing over there. Because while we're building more detention centres and putting our kids in them, they are failing miserably. They are becoming better criminals. It is failing. You have to start with the next generation, and you are not doing that. So what other moves are you going to make alongside this? What courage do you actually have in here? What courage do both you major parties have to actually making a difference to that new generation of kids coming through? To make them more resilient, to make them be able to have the courage to say, no, we're not going to be a part of this. To say no to drugs and alcohol and on-time screen. Because this just won't work. And leaving it in the parents' hands without taking those social media companies right to the throat is never going to work. And 5 days? God almighty, what a joke this is in here today. What an absolute joke. How about we just get one thing right in here and we do it at 110% so it actually works? Why can't you do that? Oh no, you want to have this big heading, oh, we've done this for you under 16 kids. Well, I'll tell you what, Australians, it's probably not going to work, because when they run things like this through, you can guarantee it's got gaps bigger than your front teeth. It won't work. You've got to put other things in place alongside this. So what exactly are you doing to put those things in place, and what are they? But this won't work alone. It just won't.